So let's talk today about what it takes to get started as a new agent in real estate. Hey guys, I'm Zach Sykes at Homestead & Co. We often get asked, or we get asked all the time, what's it gonna take to get started in real estate? So I wanted to take a few minutes today and really walk you through the steps it takes to get started in real estate. The first thing to make sure you understand is that real estate is in 99% of the cases, real estate is a commission job, right? So if you don't sell something, you don't close on it, you don't get paid. The downside is sometimes if you don't do a good job, you don't get paid. The plus side is the better job you do, the more you get paid. That's why I personally love it. The first step, if you're in Oklahoma, for example, where we currently are, is to take a 90-hour class. Now that can be in person, it can be online, it can be go at your own pace online as well. If you want recommendations for that, let us know. Happy to refer you to some great local real estate schools. Now, once you go through the 90-hour class, now by the way, guys, that's a 90 clock hours, not like credit hours like you were in college. So 90 clock hours of class. You'll take a test at the end of that class to make sure you passed the class. So as soon as you pass the class, the educator or the school will let the state of Oklahoma know that you're now eligible to take your state test. Then you can go sit for your state test. And it's usually 100 to 150 questions. I think there's a 70%, 75% to pass. You'll learn that for sure in your class. And then once you take and pass your state test, you have to do your background check. Background checks are really important for real estate because you get keys to people's houses and you're inside their houses without them being there, right? So really important that you're not a criminal when you walk into other people's homes. The background check is really simple. You'll submit some basic information on yourself to the state, do some fingerprints, send that off. The OSBI will run your background check for you. And actually it's much faster today than it was in years past thanks to this wonderful technology that the OSBI has. So once the background check comes back clean, once you've passed your state test and you're finished with your class, then you become eligible for a real estate license. The final piece you need for the actual license is a sponsoring broker. Now, I wanna let you in on a little secret that I didn't know until probably a year or two into real estate. Basically, if you have a license and a pulse, you can find a sponsoring broker. And here's how I wanna explain that. Because you're hired on commission, most places will hire anybody that walks in the door because it doesn't cost them a dime to hire you. They only make money if you make money, and a lot of them are charging monthly fees and upfront fees, so the onboarding time and the monthly cost of holding you doesn't cost them anyway because you're paying them to offset those costs. Do not worry about finding a sponsoring broker. It's very, very easy to find a sponsoring broker. That being said, it's very hard to find the right broker that matches up for your current needs. So people that interview with us, we always tell them, please go talk to 2 other brokerages to make sure you're finding the right fit. Because as a new real estate agent, it's more important for you to interview the broker than the broker to interview you. Super important there to make sure it's a good fit on both ways. There's nothing we'd hate more than having somebody jump right into our office. We spend a lot of time helping them develop, spend a lot of money on them, and then all of a sudden it's the wrong fit and they go somewhere else. So we absolutely encourage them to interview 2, 3, 4 other brokers before we decided to move forward together. Once you have that sponsoring broker and turn that into the state, then you are eligible for that license and pay your fee. Then your license will be issued. Now you have a license, right? Ready to go. Not yet. There's 2 other groups of entities that want some money from you before you can do your job. And those are the realtor parties, right? So there's a local real estate association, there's a state real estate association, and then there's the National Realtor Association. So the NAR is the National Association of Realtors, the OAR in Oklahoma is the Oklahoma Association of Realtors, and the local ones, there's lots of different local ones. You can do the Oklahoma City Board, the Tulsa Board, the Edmond Board, the Norman Board. They all sponsor you to become a realtor. Once you join those boards and have a license, then you go from being an agent to being a realtor and an agent. Now that you're a realtor, you can have access, or you can sign up for access to the MLS, which is what ultimately is probably the biggest tool we use in our job to help buy and sell properties, right? Because without the MLS access, we can't list homes and cooperate with other agents, and we can't get into other homes and cooperate with other agents, right? So it's extremely, extremely important. It could take you anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, if at the very least, to go through that process, and as long as 4, 5, 6 months to get through that process, depending on how fast and how hard you want to work through the school, the testing, the background check, and the interviews. So as soon as you get that MLS access, from that day forward, you can start working with folks to help buy and sell homes and start building that pipeline to start getting those great paychecks and helping those great folks out there. Guys, I'm Zach Sykes at Homestead & Co. If you have questions, want to dive deeper into this process, give us a holler, give us a call. Happy to walk you through the process and the steps. I hope you're happy where you are, but if you're not, let's connect. Reach out to me at Zach, Z-A-C-H, at homesteadrealtyco.com. Again, that's Zach, Z-A-C-H, at homesteadrealtyco.com.